Progress is progress, no matter how small. Namaskar, welcome to Next IS. I hope you are doing well. In this video, we will cover major headlines of the Hindu, Indian Express, and Press Information Bureau. So, without wasting any time, let's start today's discussion. And here, first article focuses upon legal principles of citizenship because recently US President Donald Trump issued an executive order stating that US citizenship will only be granted to children whose parents are US citizens or hold a US green card. Here, you must know that there are two legal principles of citizenship, and first is jus soli, which means right of soil, and under this principle, citizenship is granted based on the place of birth, regardless of the parent's citizenship. This is practiced in countries like Canada, Mexico, and Brazil. Next is jus sanguinis, which means right of blood, and under this principle, citizenship is determined by the nationality of the parents. This is practiced in countries like India, Germany, and Egypt, and US historically followed the jus soli principle, where citizenship was granted to all children born in the country. Now let's understand the citizenship principle in India. So friends, in India, citizenship is governed by the Citizenship Act 1955, which has evolved over time, and initially India followed jus soli principle, which grants automatic citizenship to anyone born in India, but it shifted to jus sanguinis in 1987 that required at least one parent to be Indian citizen, and in December 2004 the law was further restricted to require that both parents be citizen or one parent a citizen and other not to be illegal immigrant. And here you must know that Citizenship Amendment Act 2019 grants citizenship to Hindus, Sikhs, Buddhists, Jains, Parsis, and Christians from Pakistan, Afghanistan, and Bangladesh who entered India before December 31st, 2014. It excluded Muslims, and here critics argue that this violates India's secular constitution, while government justifies the law as a response to religious persecution in these countries. And Supreme Court will review the constitutional validity of the Constitutional Amendment Act. Next article talks about cryptocurrencies because now India is reassessing its approach to cryptocurrencies due to changing attitude in other countries. Cryptocurrencies are digital assets stored in secure databases, and they are recorded on global distributed ledger using cryptography. The transactions are codified into blocks which form a blockchain, and cryptocurrencies are created through a process called mining. Here you must know that since 2018 India has maintained a tough stance on cryptocurrencies, and in December 2023 the Financial Intelligence Unit issued show cause notices to 9 offshore cryptocurrencies exchanges for non-compliance with local regulations. Now recently Defense Research and Development Organization successfully conducted 3 flight trials of the very short range air defense system, which is a portable air defense system, and it is indigenously designed and developed by DRDO's Hyderabad-based Premier Facility Research Center in collaboration with other DRDO laboratories and Indian industry partners. It is designed to meet the needs of the Army, Navy, and Air Force. Next article focuses upon tariffs, which are taxes placed on imported goods, making them more expensive for domestic buyers. And it is in the news because recently President Donald Trump imposed 25% tariffs on Canada and Mexico and 10% on China. It can trigger a new trade war with trade partners, and in response Canada and Mexico have announced retaliatory tariffs on American goods, while China also expressed strong opposition to the US tariffs. Talking about India's position, Donald Trump's recent tariff excluded India, which indicates possible trade talks during the PM Modi's upcoming visit to the US, and India has already lowered tariffs on US exports to avoid Trump's tariff. The reduction include duties on motorcycles and satellite ground installations, and in a union budget India also reduced tariffs on products like fish hydrolysate, Ethernet switches, and motorcycles, which will benefit US exports. Now, recent tariffs imposition could be opportunity for India because India's goods may become more competitive in the US due to 10% tariffs on Chinese products, but India's pharmaceutical sector could face challenges due to potential US trade restrictions, as India contributes 3.2% to the US trade deficit, which is mainly in pharmaceuticals, gems, and jewelry, and US trade policy may target high value items including pharmaceuticals, fisheries, and jewelry, while also affecting chemical products like textiles and wood pulp. Next article is related to Democratic Republic of Congo, and it is in the news because Rwandan-backed M23 rebels in the Democratic Republic of Congo are advancing south towards Bukavu after capturing Goma. This fighting is part of the major escalation in a long-running conflict over power, identity, and resources, which has caused hundreds of thousands of deaths and displaced over 1 million people. Now let's learn about the Democratic Republic of Congo. So friends, it is located in Central Africa and is the second largest country in Africa by land area. Its capital is Kinshasa, which is located on the Congo River, and Congo is bordered by Angola, Zambia, Tanzania, Burundi, Rwanda, Uganda, Sudan, Central African Republic, and Congo. It is known for its rich natural resources including minerals like copper, cobalt, and diamonds. Next article talks about World's Wetland Day 2025, which was recently celebrated at the Parvati Arga Ramsar site in Gonda, and this year's theme is protecting wetlands for our common future. Here you must know that World Wetlands Day is observed on 2nd February every year worldwide to commemorate the signing of the Ramsar Convention. India has been a party to the convention since 1982, and India has recently increased its tally of Ramsar sites to 89 by designating 4 more wetlands as Ramsar sites, which includes Udwa Lake in Jharkhand, Tirthangal and Sakarkotai in Tamil Nadu, and Kichiopalri in Sikkim. And here Tamil Nadu continues to have maximum number of Ramsar sites, followed by Uttar Pradesh. Next and last headline focuses upon Union Budget 2025-26, which was recently presented by the Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman, and it outlines key fiscal targets and initiatives across various sectors. Now the total receipts are estimated at 34.96 lakh crore with fiscal deficit of 4.4% of GDP. The budget emphasizes agricultural development with schemes like Prime Minister Dhan Dhanya Krishi Yojana and initiatives for pulses, vegetables and fisheries. It also focuses on boosting MSMEs with measures like enhanced credit for micro enterprises and new fund for startups. Now the FDI limit for the insurance sector will be raised from 74 to 100%, and government also plans to invest in infrastructure, education and healthcare, including expanding medical colleges seats and setting up daycare cancer centers in district hospitals. And here you must know that key reforms in the taxation aims to simplify processes such as increasing income tax exemption limit to 12 lakh and rationalizing TDS rates. There are provisions for supporting exports, boosting research and promoting manufacturing through initiatives like National Manufacturing Mission and an Export Promotion Mission. Additionally, budget also introduces a range of indirect tax reforms including exemptions on critical minerals, medicines and textiles to support domestic manufacturing and exports. So with this, let's conclude today's discussion. Thanks for listening, and for regular updates, you can follow us on various social media platforms.